Hi, Veronica Torres back again with another installment of the reading from the Choice for Consciousness book that I'm doing for you all. You can catch the other videos by following the link there that just popped up and subscribing to our channel, which I'll have a link later in the video for you. Today's tool is how ridiculous does it have to get? How ridiculous does it have to get? How ridiculous does it have to get before you are willing to change a habit? How much suffering must you experience? How many times do you have to experience the same patterns? Boy. How ridiculous does it have to get? The answer, usually pretty ridiculous. You're constantly putting up barrier after barrier to taking responsibility for your creation because the habit of victimhood is so strong in you. Sure, the choice for consciousness is challenging, but suffering is painful and repetitive. Owning, I did this, might be hard, but what's the alternative? Don't require it to become ridiculous before you are willing to transform it. If it has become ridiculous, then transform it immediately. And I put, when it gets ridiculous, I know whatever it is must move to the top of my to-do list. I must stop and become as conscious as possible about what's going on and what I'm experiencing. When it's ridiculous, I bust out all the tools until it isn't ridiculous anymore. God, such a good reminder. Just such a good reminder. When things are just like, what? It's so easy to just sit and go, what? Instead of something else. Some sort of action, some sort of stepping into a creatorship role. We have some comments from some other folks. Randy, I remember this tool when I noticed things building into a frenzy and chaos begins to reign. It reminds me to get conscious quick and often leads to a bout of laughter. I have this fancy program on my computer that changes the brightness of the screen as the sun goes down, which is really nice on the eyes, but it's changed how I look on the video, I think, because it's making it harder to read the book because it all turned very dim all of a sudden. So one more and then we'll be done. Anna says, how ridiculous does it have to get? This tool is actually somewhat soothing for me. Living in a foreign country with a busy schedule and acclimating to new standards and rules, many interesting and exasperating scenarios pop up daily. At one point I was writing them all down because I didn't know what to do with them and all the emotional responses that were getting triggered. With this tool, I can be amused. I can laugh more. And it helps me focus on what I get to look at, on why this is happening for me, and what is the Velcro here? Who is answering the door, and why is this in my lap? It's a personal, inner adventure more than an external chronicle of events. She mentions, why is this happening for me? What is the Velcro here? Who is answering the door, and why is this in my lap? Those are all Elohim tools that we'll get to as we read along. She's combining them. The tools are super powerful, and they do combine very well. It's very nice, that feature. I probably should have had a little card ready, huh? Oh, it's right here. How cool is that? How ridiculous does it have to get? Let me read it to you. What will it take for you to change that habit? How much suffering must you first experience? How ridiculous does it have to get before change becomes a priority? Often pretty ridiculous. Take responsibility for your ridiculous creation. Transform it immediately. I'll put the link to order the cards and to order the book in the description of this video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you get to stay caught up with all the stuff we've got going on. Thanks so much. Until next time.